Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently having a bit of an economic crisis here. There's no doubt about that. We're working on it, and that's just because we've expanded to a rather insane degree, actually. That's primarily the issue that we've got going on here. Let's bump it up to fast speed. And we're working on developing a bunch of new colonies. That's primarily the reason why we're running into some issues right now. The Rhine can definitely build itself some mining and research stations here, and we're going to continue to expand. What could possibly go wrong? We're also going to want to colonize with the Racket over here. Cool. So our consumer goods are going to be a problem. There's no doubt about that. We can keep ourselves afloat, but it's going to be a bit of an issue. While exploring some ruins near one of our major settlements on Gruner Prime, a few colonists inadvertently activated the timer on an undetonated hydrogen bomb left over from the planet's previous nuclear war. With an estimated yield of 35 megatons, the bomb will wipe out several population centers if it detonates. It isn't stable enough to be moved, and there's no time to evacuate the entire region. Okay, well, we'll work on that. Okay, we don't need to have any ships there or anything like that, so we'll just get started on
Construction complete.
Cool. Okay, so the Ganges requires orders, and it will build mining stations and then head up and build a starbase over Landis. The Santa Maria is not currently doing anything. Ooh, I don't like that automatic survey. Okay. Odds are pretty good we don't get this, but we'll head down this way instead. Cool. So the Sol Station is building our colony ship, of course. I've already explained, reroute the power converter to the auxiliary manifold. No, not that power we've already seen this guy. Okay, this is fine. What can you offer us? Sure. He wants 2,000 minerals for a destroyer. No time to let your mechanics examine it. Hard pass. 2,000 minerals is a lot for a destroyer, so we're not going to do that. Thank you very much. Cool. So we're going to get ourselves another colony or two going here. We're already working on one out over this way, so that's great.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. We got colonial centralization. Next up, we could go for site of revitalization centers. We could also go for empire size from pops. Our empire size isn't that huge right now, but I think we're going to grab this anyway. It is a rare tech, so we'll get that done. Mil, the son of Larb, is going to be finishing up this in 20 months. That's fine. The Dorbaland Consortium is now more egalitarian, and we are out of consumer goods. I should have paid closer attention to that, to be sure. We'll buy in a few. And on Earth, we're going to upgrade our planetary capital. Cool. So we'll get that going, for sure. And we're currently building a civilian industry on Volmar Prime. Okay. Well, that's fine for the moment. The Serpents on Withier Prime have converted some of our mining equipment into transports for traveling between their subterranean world and our surface world. They've damaged our ecology significantly. Although the Hiss are unleashing chaos, our scientists suspect this might be a diversion. The Ophidians haven't taken all of our mining equipment yet, so we may want to take some of our machines offline for repairs. Sure, we'll do it. Minerals from jobs minus 25% is fairly irrelevant to us right now, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. We're not going to light them on fire because we still want to convert them into voters, if at all possible. So we're going to grab the 8 energy credits here. That will help offset this, which is continually getting worse for right now. We can also think about getting potentially another trade station down in this area. It'd be potentially problematic for us. I'm just thinking about how much patrol space we'd need. Okay. Commissary General Viktor Tvardovsky. I definitely butchered that. We understand that your empire is home to an individual whose brilliant mind transcends the tragic primitiveness of your species. While the talents of Wei Lin are sadly wasted in the Human Star League, we Ryu Yeah, that's not going well. This is not going well at all. Eru? We'll go with Eru. We Eru always have a use for skilled scientists to work in our archives. As such, we're offering you a unique chance to earn our favor by allowing us to take charge of him. We already have a ship en route to pick him up, so you need only say yes, and everything will be settled. Sure you won't want to disappoint us, do you? Well, who is that? Are you one of our current researchers? No, you are in charge of one of our science ships? Honestly, I think that's okay. Cool. So we'll recruit another scientist. Anomaly research speed? Sure, that'll work. And we will automatic survey. Fantastic. So that'll be just fine.
Survey complete.
We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. We'll look into it. I would definitely like to get all of this down over here. That's for sure. Ah, this agri world requires a job. So that is a good thing for us. We can, of course, put in a food processing facility. There we go. That will help our food output, which we do need to work on. There's no doubt about that one. We need to work on energy credit output. We need to work on consumer good output.
Special project complete.
The Great Vault on Gruner Prime has been unsealed. To the surprise of our scientists, the vast complex behind the massive vault doors housed millions of survivors from the ancient nuclear war that once ravaged this world. Despite their limited resources, they have managed to maintain a self-sufficient society for centuries. They were wary of our scientists at first, having never encountered aliens before, but also deeply grateful for our help in opening the vault. The vault contains large stores of equipment and machinery that was specifically designed for rebuilding civilization after a nuclear holocaust. It can only be operated by these aliens, but they seem more than willing to join your colonists on the surface once they've adapted to natural sunlight again. So we get 3 additional pops, and we get engineering research from jobs in the Gruner Prime colony. Cool. That sounds good. So we have a specialist unemployment here. That's a lot of mining districts. We're doing okay on our minerals for the time being. We may want to have this be a generator district for the moment. We'll get that started. Cool. And hey, we're positive on consumer goods for the time being. That's great. And we're back to negative. Sure. But we're going to try to offset this as much as possible. Okay, civilian ships. What do we got going on? Not a lot for the moment. The magnetic field of Toraville 1 experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed by the UES Galileo. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the planet's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded by sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data. Our colony on Zarkon Prime has encountered an odd situation. We have apparently settled on the back of a gargantuan amphibian reptile, whose bony shell is formed of various exotic minerals. Most of what we thought were local islands have turned out to be these creatures. Our colonists have begun to refer to them as Nemas. They seem harmless enough, and as long as we don't dig too deep into their shell, they should barely notice us. Okay, minus 10% housing and plus 15% society research. So, I mean, more good science worlds. That's not necessarily ideal, if I'm honest. But sure.
Survey complete.
Let's see, natural beauty, yeah. Okay, well that's all fine for now. So we're going to be done with our consumer goods shortage here in a moment. There we go, and this tech world requires a job. Now, obviously, this being a tech world, we would like to put in an not an administrative office, we'd like to put in a science facility here. I'm wondering, though, if we're maybe better off not doing that at this exact moment. I don't know. I'll put in a research lab here. That'll be okay. The Institute of Scientific Betterment has been founded. Okay. We are working on a number of locations here, so in theory it should be okay. We're still working on grabbing ourselves some energy credits over here, as well as up here. So I think for the moment, it's reasonably fine.
Construction complete.
Cool. What did we just finish construction on? That was the Rhine, finishing construction over here. Okay. We can grab 2 energy credits and then head over to Cytine. Fantastic. The servants on Gruner Prime are now using mining equipment to travel freely between their subterranean nests and our surface world. Has our technology empowered them in new ways? These new serpent tunnels have unearthed minerals, so we got 1,000 minerals out of that.
Survey
cool.
complete.
Well, that's fine. No problem there. And Gruner's going to finish up a generator district here soon.
Discovered.
There we go. And we just got quantum field manipulation too. So our energy credits should get a lot better this month. In theory. In theory. I think we're going to go for barrier point defense here. And we can definitely switch our corvettes over to being picket ships at this point. We've got flak batteries, and then we're going to run a mass driver and a red laser for the time being. We don't really have anything hugely better, but we'll bump all of this up to max level for now. This would definitely be Swarm that we would run, and we'd run Afterburners, and then just Ceramo Metal Armor, like that. That'll be the Coyote class. And these guys are not the ones I was looking for. These ones. We'll get those upgraded. Fantastic. Cool. We're still lacking a job here. Ah. Technicians are worker stratum. Right. Well, this is eventually going to be set up as being a tech world. So for the time being, we'll put in a research lab here. The Senate floor is now in session. Okay, and we successfully disarmed the hydrogen bomb on Gruner Prime. Cool. So what are they voting on? Pan-galactic recycling initiatives. We support this. We would love to have 5% less consumer goods upkeep. Done. Beautiful. What? No, I don't want to leave the galactic community. I just wanted to leave the window. Fantastic. Okay, there we go. Cool. So that's all absolutely fine for the moment. Now we do have the 9th fleet here. These are intended to be grouped together. And then the 1st fleet, we're eventually going to want to finish reinforcing that. Although, 8 out of 6 destroyers, huh? Okay. Well, that's definitely not intended to be the case. So we're going to take the 2 destroyers here back up to Sol then. Cool. So that's fine. And I did want to look into our policies here. Or not our policies, our edicts. We could run farming subsidies at this time. And I think we do that. Farming subsidies and capacity subsidies are both extremely good value. It is going to cut into our unity generation, but that does mean we're now positive in food. Beautiful. Unfortunately, our energy credits didn't move as much as I had hoped that they would, but that is, of course, because this job over here didn't get filled. So that's fine. Reasonably fine, anyway. Earth is going to finish up its planetary capital right now.
Construction complete.
There we go. Beautiful.
Establishing colony.
And there's Vardafar being established. Fantastic. We're still making our way down to Tistra. We'll get there soon enough. How are we doing with our... Oh, we actually have a number of ships here that need work. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and automatic survey. No, I'm not. We're going to survey here first. Actually, no, we're not. If they're building here, then we don't want to be in Alcade. Cool. So we will build our mining and research stations in Landis and then head into Foray. And as far as the Orinoco goes, we will definitely head down over this way. Cool. We'll see how much of all of this we can get our hands on.
Survey complete.
And that'll be absolutely fine. Anything that we need to work on
Construction
jobs-wise
complete.
for our capital. No. We're definitely struggling the most on energy credits right now. Okay. And we're not building our mining stations here. We should definitely do that. There we go.
Survey complete.
During its survey of Ascension's End, the UES Drake discovered a previously unknown strategic resource dubbed dark matter. This exotic substance has many properties that seemingly defy several natural laws. It could potentially revolutionize the sciences. We can't get it now, but we eventually will be able to. Cool. Where is that? Up here. Okay, so we're definitely going to have access to that dark matter. That's good. That is very, very good. Our research labs will finish up soon enough. This is currently set as a Forge World. A lot of these are like defaulting to Forge World with their auto designation. We're probably not going to keep them as Forge Worlds for too long. We just ran out of energy credits. That's not good. We're going to sell off some minerals. And that'll keep us afloat for a while. Cool. Empire Size from Pops finishes up. And next... we've got plenty of starbase cap. I'm not too worried about that. Diplomatic weight wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing here. We could grab that. Cool. The serpents on Wither Prime have patiently waited for a ship to enter the system. Some thought it would be a good idea to land on our colony, so their starship is now full of serpents. Well, we'll let the fleeing Ophidians have the ship. When these hyper-intelligent Ophidians venture forth into the cosmos, one cannot help but wonder what their ultimate fate will be. I'm curious to find out at this point. We can definitely upgrade our planetary administration here. Unity from jobs, but this would be a very, very good generator world. So we're probably going to end up having it be something along those lines. Trappist Prime here is currently set up as a Forge World. A lone starship has slipped past all of our detection equipment and slithered into the surrounding star system. The Ophidians have left Wither Prime with a series of subterranean lifts and a wealth of minerals. So long, serpents. Cool. So that's on Wither Prime, which is this one here. Okay. I don't see any, like, actual bonuses to mineral production here or anything. So that's fine. As far as Trappist Prime goes, it does have high-quality minerals. Ooh, we could get a moat harvesting trap here. How many total volatile moats can we get here? Only the one? We'll do it for now. Cool. So we'll get that going. That'll be fine. No problem there. We get our next tradition. Ship fire rate and orbital bombardment damage, or ship build cost and build speed. We'll take the build cost and build speed for the moment. We will get the others eventually. Efforts to map the surface of this planet have identified a strange mountain range in the southern hemisphere. It does not appear to have formed naturally. Cool. We also got star fortresses. Plasma thrusters. Cool. And barrier point defense will finish up soon as well. Okay. So as soon as this month tick happens...
Spaceport under attack.
Okay. Space piracy up over here. The Grim Souls. We'll destroy that fleet for sure.
Technology discovered.
There's that tech. Barrier... Oh, I did not necessarily mean to grab improved deflectors. It's not a terrible choice. Man, I really want to get blue lasers, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of good techs here. At the same time, advanced research complexes would be really good. That said, we can't upgrade to those yet. We simply can't. So I don't think there's a point in going to here yet. I think blue lasers would be the way to go. For the time being, I want to come in here and upgrade our Coyote class to using barrier point defense. Otherwise, everything here should be good. We're going to grab this fleet, and we're going to upgrade that. That should go very quickly. Cool.
Ships upgraded.
And now we're going to head in and take out this pirate fleet. It's just 10 corvettes, and we should get there around the same time they eliminate this station. So that should be no real problem. Excellent. Let's check in on our civilian ships. The Orinoco is not doing anything. We definitely want to build our mining stations here, and the Santa Maria is going to do some automatic surveying as well, but it really wants to come up to Jundius. I don't like that choice. We're going to survey here instead and then head over this way. Cool. As our colony at Zarkon Prime has been flourishing, the adolescents of this new world have sought to create entertainment for themselves, as youths are wont to do. Some groups have made a game of sneaking up as close as they dare to their local Nema's head. Unfortunately, this daring activity has led to tragedy. After startling the beast, several young humans fell off the neck of the massive creature, resulting in injuries and one fatality. Distraught colonists are now asking for something to be done about these brutish behemoths. We can study the Nema. Okay. Or we can allow the youths their fun. That would give us more happiness and more society research from jobs. But I don't know that the behemoths are particularly brutish here. The youths are clearly in the wrong here. But I do like that bonus, but we'll study it. We'll study it. Okay, so we're going to fight some pirates up here. No problem. Oh, this is actually our patrol craft. That's not necessarily what we want. But the reinforcements are on their way in. We did have one of our Coyote-class corvettes destroyed there. What was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Uram 1 have been identified as the massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. The bones have been dated as 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Uram 1 could have supported life on that scale at any point in the planet's history. Science Officer Kira Varma has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery, and we'll definitely do so. Go ahead and do that right now. Cool. And of course, we will finish off these guys without any major problem once this fleet arrives. I mean, just these 3 corvettes were almost enough. There we go.
Construction complete.
Cool. So we're going to take both of these back for repairs, and these guys may as well get upgraded and reinforced. There we go. No problem there. We're going to run out of consumer goods here pretty soon. Gruner Prime is a tech world that really probably should get a civilian industry to fill one of these slots. There we go. We've been approached by a delegation from the Subterranean aliens on Trappist Prime. It seems their empire has fallen on hard times recently, and they're facing the threat of a famine. They're pleading with us to provide whatever assistance we can. They want 50 food? They can have 50 food. That's irrelevant to us. We don't care about 50 food. Cool. The Ganges isn't doing anything, and we definitely want to build our mining stations here and head out to Amastes. There we go.
Technology discovered.
We're about to run out of consumer goods, and I'm going to buy in 250 more. And there's blue lasers done. Cool. Improved reactor boosters, plasma throwers are pretty good, if you want to not do damage to shields. What do we want here? Subspace sensors? I mean, those are pretty good too. Disruptors are decent if you want to do damage to nothing but the hull. I guess we can grab disruptors. Cool. So that'll be fine. I want to check in on these guys. They're equivalent to us technologically. These guys are superior to us in everything, allegedly. We'll see how true that is once we finally finish all this up, though. Having tasked our best biologists and engineers with devising potential solutions for the Nema dilemma on Zarkon Prime, several proposals are now ready to be presented. We've considered everything from the most rational to the most extreme of ideas. The urgency of this situation demands we must skip straight to live field tests. We can breed more of them and safeguard them for more living space, or we can sedate them and start drilling their shells. We'll try breeding them. Cool. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're really going to start seeing some finalized borders here pretty soon. That's for sure. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cambron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.